Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord that's very strong and nurturing and fortifying. And we're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and anchor ourselves to Mother Earth, to ourselves, to our essence, to who we are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves me. Letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice big deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now. Come into present time. The past is gone. The future awaits. We only have the here and now. Now let's create a circle about 2 feet all around you. And in that circle of light, all around you, envision that golden light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. A circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And a circle of red divine roses that represent protection from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. It is time for you to claim your own energy. Really claim you. Now let's come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And let's put your life on your movie screen today, this week. Say hello to your life. What do you want your life to be about this week? Say hello to the opportunities that are coming in, the projects you have in the making, people you're going to see and meet. Let's say hello to your challenges. What challenges do you have? Can you get light with your challenges? And now let's say hello to your blessings. All these beautiful blessings. Can you just be in your blessings for just a moment? And now take a deep breath and let us check in. Physically, I'd like you to just scan your body and ask yourself, how do I feel physically today? And now whatever is lighting up, I'd like you to send some love to your body for everything that it does. Give it a golden light, green for healing, pink for love. Don't try to change your physical body right now. You're just saying hello. And now let us affirm in our physical body health, vitality, strength, and flow. Health, vitality, strength, and flow. You're harmonizing your flow so that when you get into action, your body's ready to go. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And affirm in your physical body health, vitality, strength, and flow. Your body is starting to register on all levels, health and vitality. Take another nice big deep breath. Come up to the center of your head. And create a beautiful golden light. Allow that golden light to just get bigger and brighter, flushing out any frenetic energy, anxiety, any fogginess or freneticness, any incoherence. You're clearing the slate of your mind. You are preparing your mindset for action, for flow. And your mind has space to move, to create, to prioritize what you need to do and how you need to do it. Say to yourself, I have a fantastic, wonderful, positive mindset. And let's affirm in your mental energies, I'm alert, receptive, productive, and present. Once again, I'm alert, receptive, productive, and present. Take a nice, big, deep breath. All the way up to your 7th chakra, right above the head, and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly, back into your heart space. Let's do this one more time. We're opening up those energy centers all the way up to your 7th chakra, all the way up and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly.
and back into your heart space. Say hello to your heart. Say hello to your feelings. Say hello to your energetic intentions for this week. Now I'd like you to just ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? Don't try to change your feelings, just become aware. Keep it simple, happy, sad, excited, whatever it is. You may feel a variety of things. So let's take a nice, big, deep breath. And as we move into the space of harmonizing and moving into flow, so I'd like you to create 3 feelings that you would like to vibrate with this week that allows you to be in the flow of your life. They can be 3 words, it could be a mantra, but the energy is moving into harmony and flow. So I will give you 3, and you could add on to those 3, creating and grounding your energetic intention. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and let's do this one more time. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and let's take a nice big deep breath. And now let's come up to your 7th chakra, right above the head, known as your crown chakra. Let's say hello to our spiritual and divine self. Say hello to loved ones on the other side who are wanting to help. And just like little light sockets, feel yourself plugging in to yourself, to the divine, to your loved ones, to the world. And say to yourself, I am connected. I am connected. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to ask your higher self, the place of intuition where you are being divinely guided. Let's ask for help and support with something that you know you need to take action with. But it's time to get into the harmony of you, the flow of you. How can you get into harmony with yourself and move in to action? What is one message you are getting that you need to pay attention to? Breathe in the guidance, letting go of anything that feels like control or trying to drive your own agenda. You're opening up to flow. You're opening up to guidance. You're opening up to your own wisdom. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And let's feel and think of 3 things that you are grateful for. Really feel them in your heart. And let's send some love to somebody who may need it, including yourself. And let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light. Really envision that golden light coming down through your crown chakra, coming down into your head, igniting that wisdom that's already there, moving down through your throat, igniting your authentic expression, that beautiful chakra, opening up to your truth as it moves back down into your heart space, filling you up with love, support, nurturing, and flow as it moves down through your solar plexus, igniting that fire in your belly that allows you, motivates you, inspires you to take action as it moves down through your 2nd chakra, right below the belly button, igniting your relationships that they're in flow this week, down into your 1st chakra, the foundation of life at the base of the spine, love of self, love of self. As it moves down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility, moving down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle your toes, say hello to your fun fairies as it moves back down into Mother Earth. The richness of Mother Earth. And say to yourself, I am in harmony with myself. I am in flow. Life is moving with ease and grace. All is well. Life is good. And everything is moving forward exactly as it should be. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Release. And then open your eyes.
Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. Today's topic, harmonizing your hustle. I like this topic. It's kind of fun. So
How many of you right now on this call and whoever's listening on demand are in harmony with what you want to do in life? So here's the thing. Harmony isn't 24/7, 7 days a week, but it's finding that balance to where we don't swing all the way to the right and all the way to the left, that we keep an eye on our balance. I know for myself that if I'm focused in one area of my life, a lot of times another area may be neglected or it needs a little bit more work. So I'll move over to that side and I'll start to work that area as well. But finding a balance is a living, breathing thing. It's not something you arrive at. So I want you to think about one area of your life that you are wanting to do something. Okay. You might have a project you're working on, a goal that you've set for yourself, whether it's creative, whether it's professional, whether it's relationship driven. It could be also that. It could be individual, meaning yourself. It could be a health goal that you have for yourself. So, but the thing is that if I'm not in harmony and I'm getting out there trying to make it happen, from somebody that's a doer, by the way, and I know some of you on this call, and especially people are going to be listening, are doers. But we miss a lot by not being in the flow and the harmony of who we are. So when people have a lot to do, a lot of times they get overwhelmed. And so when I get overwhelmed, I have a tendency to be frenetic. That's why I've coined that quote that says, in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down. And one of the reasons why that is so effective is because when you are doing without being present, you're not really in flow and in harmony with yourself. So if you can, take a piece of paper and pencil and ask yourself, what helps you get into flow of who you are? What helps you get into flow of who you are? It could be, I take a nice walk, I do a meditation, I write in my journal, I create art, I talk with a friend, I sleep, I do something completely different and I just recharge myself. But whatever it is, it's helping you get into flow. So you may have 1, 2, 3, you could have, 10 things on your list if you know them. But a lot of times we don't really make note of those things that actually help us get into harmony with ourselves. So for me right now, I've got my candles lighting in the background here. You can't see them because they're out of the shot here. But candles, music, even the fun music, those that are listening on demand didn't hear it, but for those of you that were here at the very beginning, we had cha-cha music playing. So just having fun and being in lightness of mood can help me get into flow. But you know what we do when we get overwhelmed? We get really heavy and we start to bring our energy down. So getting in harmony and flow means for you potentially taking a step back and not being such a doer and getting into that flow first and then the hustle. Harmonizing your hustle. It's not hustling and not really even having a clear vision of where you want to go or what you want to do or what your priorities are. So for me, I have got this shiny object syndrome. And when I'm overwhelmed, it gets really bad. So last week I was working on some details and I've got a lot on my plate right now. And I was laughing at myself because I started with one task and something caught my attention. And then I came back to it. And then another thing caught my attention. And then I said, now what was I doing? Okay. That is a time that I needed to take a step back, which I did, and say, okay, you need to get into flow of who you are because right now you are just going. So I caught myself. you need to catch yourself. You have your own kind of hacks of how you can do that. But awareness is one of the key ways in which you can stop, readjust, get into balance. So you're not swinging from one side of the equation to the other. Oh my gosh, I haven't worked out in 5 months. Now I'm going to go work out. Ooh, oh my gosh, but my business needs attending to. So finding that balance, finding that flow. So what gives you that sense of flow and harmony within yourself? What things that will allow you to do that? And then really learning how to catch yourself when you're getting out of flow. So some people are prone to shutting down. Other people are prone to doing more. Okay. And you can kind of size up for yourself which category you probably put yourself into. Okay. For me, I'm more frenetic, but there are people that kind of shut down and they procrastinate. Okay. And maybe you do both, depending on what the situation is. You could be a combo special, as I like to say. So you're going to become aware of what it is. The last thing that I'm going to give you today that I want you to really think about. And I was asking somebody who was going through a really big, difficult situation last week. And I asked her, I said, well, what do you want? And she said, oh, God, I don't even know. Okay. There lies the problem. If you are not directing your own energy, your energy is directing you. So the very specific thing that you need to get clear about is what are your goals that you want to prioritize? Not every goal you have in your life. What goals you need to do this week that you need to prioritize? Then you need to create a structure that allows you to do that. So don't just say, oh, in your mind, I want to do this, that, and that. What's your plan? What's your structure in order to have those things happen that you create that balance and flow? Okay. Now, you have to have a consistent schedule. So if you wake up and go, God, what am I doing today? That's a sure sign that you're going to be driven by the outside world. The other thing that you want to do is you want to be able to create that sense of mindfulness and stopping if it is what you need to do, if you need to stop. Okay. So I have something called Set Up Sundays. And if any of you would like to take that course, it's a short course, but it allows you to set up and reflect on your week. Most people could set their week up, but they don't certainly reflect on it. So because it's a living, breathing element, your hustle needs to be adjusted as you're doing it. What's working, what's not working. Okay. So for those of you who also want a schedule of what that might look like for you in terms of breaks during the day, of how you can start your day out and go through the whole day, right? I'm not specifically going to say what you're going to do, but what that work routine would look like. Evening reflection, I'll be happy to give you just a glance of what that would look like as well. But the key here is you need to get into the flow of your life. You can't be stagnant sitting on the sidelines saying, why isn't my life not working? You got to come up with a plan, a strategy, and be in the flow of that so that you can actually obtain it. So here's another key that I want you to think about. If you've been saying this goal for a while, chances are that you are not in harmony with what it is you want to create yet. Doesn't mean you won't be. The vision's there. That's great. But how you bring it into reality is in action. So I want you to take one small action this week that's going to allow you to get into the hustle part, the action part of what it is you're creating. So know what gets you in that flow, know what your distractors are, right? Become aware of that. And then do one thing, even today, that will help you. And for those of you who are listening to this at night, tomorrow, that will help you move into action. Harmonizing your flow has everything to do with that balance. Stopping, going, recharging, getting into action. Harmony, hustle. Not hustle, then harmony. Harmony, hustle. That's the equation. You can do it. Go forth and create.
I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.